So you went online to check on your ex, snoop around, see what they're doing, just to find out that they blocked you. You go to their profile and you see that you're blocked. Your heart is just plummeting into your gut. You feel like somebody kicked you in the balls, slap you in the face, and spit in your ear. It's a horrible feeling, horrible feeling. Everything in you, the blood in your head just starts to go. You're boiling. Your heart rate is increasing, and you feel. There is no way to describe this feeling, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. Been there, done that, and I needed the answers as to why the fuck she did it. Today I'm going to explain to you. I'm going to give you 4 reasons why your ex did it, what it means, and what you need to do. Make sure you watch everything until the end because you've got to understand all the parts. Even if just one part will hit and you will understand, it will give you so much peace, so much understanding, and you got to understand when they do this, they don't know. They don't know that they hurt you so much, but at this point they are very selfish because all they really want is peace of mind for themselves. They are in a very, very selfish place, and I'm going to explain this in this video. My name is Coach Paz, and I am here to help you master the 3 most important areas of your life, which is love, health, and wealth. Today, of course, we're talking about love because when it comes to the heart, when your heart is shattered, nothing works. And I think that Abraham Maslow, when he talks about the hierarchy of human needs, he didn't really consider that a heartbreak is debilitating and immobilizing a person. And I think this needs to be at the top because a heartbreak, it's something that it's very hard to overcome. But when you get an understanding on yourself, why it happened, why you reacted the way you did, everything comes into a very nice conclusion, and you give a closure to yourself. You don't need your ex for a closure. We'll talk about it in future videos, but for now, let's just talk about your ex has blocked you, what it means, and what you do now. I want to start off this. Let's just start with this one, with why. Why? And you got to take responsibility, my friend. You got to take responsibility. You exhibited controlling or anxious behavior. You smother them. Please take the full responsibility. Understand this is not your fault, but it is your responsibility because you smother them. They will not block you if they thought, and this leads me to the second point, they feel that they cannot trust that you would leave them alone. They just don't trust that you will leave them alone, and they said, I gotta block this person. He's or she's, they feel that you're very in their face all the time. I know it's really hard to hear, but when my ex blocked me, I needed to come to a conclusion that I was very anxious, very smothering. She needed to block me in order for her to get some peace of mind. I wasn't able to give her that to her because I loved her so much, and I wanted to talk to her. I didn't realize why she blocked me. Why first she left me and then she blocked me, and I said, am I that horrible? And it's not because you're horrible, it's because there are many reasons. We're going to cover 4 of them, but the fact that they love you so much and they really wanted peace of mind or quiet or whatever it is for them, because there are many reasons, as I mentioned, they did it because they needed some time for themselves. So please give this to them and understand that it doesn't mean all this bad stuff. But anyways, I think you need to move on. If somebody blocked you or just treat you like this, even though I can understand why, there are always ways to reconcile. And in a healthy relationship, this is how you learn in a healthy relationship how to communicate. And if your ex does not have these skills, or you don't have these skills right now, it's hard to maintain a relationship. And this is probably one of the main reasons that you guys broke up. Now let's see why your ex blocked you. Number 1, heal. Blocking you could be a sign that your ex is trying to heal from the relationship, and blocking you is a way, is be a way for your ex to avoid any further communication or contact with you. Seeing your posts or updates on social media might be emotionally difficult for them. So blocking you gotta understand. So blocking you could be a way for them to protect themselves from any further pain. Seeing your stuff, it's painful for them too. It's not just painful for you to see them, it's painful for them to see you. So you gotta understand that it's a self-preservation act as well. Self-preservation act. They might want to prevent themselves from reaching out. This is also why. Or being tempted to check on your activities, which could hinder the process or prolong any lingering feelings. It's hard, and you know that every time you watch your ex's stuff, or you see their text, or photos of places you used to visit together, or go even to places you used to go together, it triggers the shit out of you, and it's so hard. So they try to heal. They try to take some space to understand what they want, to understand themselves, or even just to move on. And you got to be able to accept it. And I know now it's hard for you to even think about them moving on, but this is just a part of life, my friend. And it's something, again, that you will need to understand and be able to deal with. Develop this emotional resiliency. This is something that I love helping people with, because I know that once you are emotionally intelligent, once you're emotionally strong, you don't need other people to validate you. Yes, it will be fun and amazing to have somebody with you as a partner, but you don't need them. You want them. That's a lot. There's a lot of difference of getting into a relationship because you want the relationship, and there is the other side of it that you need it, and you already know. Okay, number 2, setting boundaries. It's a way to regain power and control that was lost in the relationship. Clearly, you had boundary issues in the relationship. Blocking you is to be a boundary setting measure, especially if there were issues of harassment, manipulation, or toxicity in the relationship. I really hope that you weren't toxic in your relationship. If you were, you need to heal. And many times when people block, it's because the other person is, like I said, either anxious, controlling, or toxic. And you gotta accept it. You gotta accept that your behavior and change it. Don't judge yourself or punish yourself because of that, but say, hey, this happened. That was me. Now I understand, and now I'm gonna grow. When my ex cheated on me, if you watch my documentary, I was so anxious. So fucking anxious when she left. Oh my God, when I put her stuff outside. Oh my God, that was wow. And I was very controlling. Very controlling. I just didn't know. And then I started to doing the inner work. I took the time a little bit, and this is how you rise. This is how you grow. So understand that you've been gifted a gift here in this breakup for you to grow. You can use it or you can abuse it. Make sure you use it, because this time is for you to do reflection. Reflect upon what went wrong, what went well, what you could do better next time. And life is just, we evolve, and we evolve through challenges, whether we like it or not. Challenging times build characters, build who you are. So fall in love with this process, as hard as it is. And I know this because you already saw, and if you haven't watched my documentary, I sat with the pain for so long. I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep, nothing. I had massive diarrhea. I had problems, so many problems, and I sat with it. And I'm grateful for this. Now I know, now I'm grateful for every second of it. But when it happened, you're not that grateful. You can't understand that. And I'm here because I wish that you can see what you're going to become once this thing is over, once you're over it, because you will be over it eventually. Once you're over it, that is so beautiful. Number 3, you guys, sending a message. Sometimes blocking you can be a deliberate action to send a message. It might indicate anger, hurt, or resentment towards you. They might want to make a statement about their feelings or show you that they're serious about moving on. And you gotta accept it too. I know it's hard, but you gotta accept it. Or they wish for privacy and autonomy. Many times people, when they don't know how to express themselves, they tend to just avoid. And your ex is probably avoidant. And this is a classical avoidant move, just to avoid explanation, avoid talking, avoid processing emotions. And they just have to do that. They have to do that. And put yourself in their shoes and understand how miserable life they are living right now by running, hiding, blocking. This is not nice. This is not a nice way to live. So have compassion instead of anger, because they need compassion. And when you feel anger, you're the only one who is really hurting. So be kind to yourself. You went through enough. You really went through enough. So be kind to yourself. Do things for you, not to you. Don't go for the pizza or drugs or alcohol to numb your pain. Work out, work on yourself. Get better. I know it's hard. The things that really helped me overcome my breakup was to work out, do things for me and not to me. And I fell in love with this person that cried the entire night. What it was me, of course, and still showed up to the gym, still ate the right food, still do the right things. I didn't harass her. I didn't contact her. I didn't do any such thing. She came back eventually, but I was so different when she did. After 55 days, I was so different that I said, I'm no longer attracted to you. You are a person that I'm not attracted to. And I loved her to death. So you see how you change and evolve, and you can change and evolve pretty quickly. It doesn't need to take a long time. But this is where you need to plug into a system that heal you, guide you, and direct this energy into productive actions and activities and not destructive. This is why I have created the Phoenix coaching program, I call it the Rising Phoenix. It's an amazing program that help you heal and evolve and thrive through this adversity, because this is exactly what I needed. I had a lot of time, and all I can do is watch breakup videos and educate myself or alleviate the pain by watching them. And now I've created this thing. So if you want to join, I'm just start running it. You can leave me a comment below or email me, paz@pazgoldman.com to join. Gonna make magic together. Let's move on to number 4. Seeking attention. In some cases, blocking could be a way for your ex to get attention or provoke reaction from you. They might want to see if you try to reach through other channels. Please don't do this. Or you would leave them, or you'll notice their absence on social media. If your ex blocked you, don't try to go through other channels to talk to them. They send a clear message that they need space. Respect it. We'll talk about this now at the conclusion. Let's conclude right now, because I think we're at this point. And regardless of specific reason, being blocked by our ex-partner is emotionally challenging. It's emotionally challenging. I understand that. You see that, like I explained at the beginning, it's a punch to the face. It's an uppercut to your jaw. I know it's super hurtful, but you got to step up. There is nothing else for you to do. There is nothing else. You cannot force them. And I understand also one more thing. We're going to talk about you cannot force them, because I just talked about here. You cannot force them to love you. There is no way. You cannot force them. And also I can understand that rejection breeds obsession. Rejection breeds obsession. When you're being rejected, you become obsessed. Happens all the time for the best of us. And this understanding can give you a little bit more reassurance that the reason that you're rejected, this is why you're a little bit obsessed right now, which is perfectly fine. You're a human being and we don't like to be rejected. At all times, ancient times, being rejected mean death. Being rejected from the tribe mean that you are not welcome to the tribe and you're being exiled and you're gonna die because you're no longer in the tribe, you're no longer protected. And you also develop an attachment to this person. And when you develop an attachment and it's being broken and we have anxious attachment style, it's hard. This is why you need to work on yourself, my friend. This is why you need to take care of yourself. Once you understand that, you start, this is the healing process that everybody talks about all the time. This is how I went from extremely anxious to secure. It's a journey. It's a journey of understanding and building in the emotional strength and muscles. Just like you build muscles in the gym, you build mental muscles and you build the attachment muscles towards being more secure. It's essential to respect their decision, to give them space, to heal and move forward. Like I already said, work on yourself. You got to respect that. You got to give them the time and you've got to do the work on yourself, because eventually at the end of the day, you are everywhere you go, you will meet yourself. In any relationship, in any friendship, anywhere you go, there you are. And you bring your habits, you bring your emotions, you bring your thoughts. So make sure that you work on yourself to upgrade who you are. And yes, your ex blocked you. Sucks. Understand that. Take everything that life gives to you and grow from it. Don't just go through life. Grow through life. With that said, you guys, do the algorithm stuff. Sending you much love, and I will see you in the next one.